So we've got a brand new team and we've returned to a country that we've been in before. But which one is it? Let's go find out, shall we? Welcome back to Tuneless Travels. Yeah, so here we are. We're back in Wales with Bangor City. We've left Slovan Bratislava after completing Slovakia to join Bangor City. 502 wins, 183 draws, 167 defeats in our career. 14 league titles and 18 cups completed. We kick off against Sebale in the Europa Conference League. They want pretty much immediate success here. They wanted to be challenging for the title. They did finish second last season and are the only team to have beat TNS to the league title during this save. So we know they've got a bit of history in this save already. Finley Beckett was considered to be a favourite after being interviewed as well, but decided to go with me as well. So instead, so suck that, Finley. Obviously, we were previously here with Newtown. We wasn't at Newtown for long, but we have been in Wales before, and yeah, we'll see what we can do here. Obviously, we've got the Welsh Cup and the Cymru Premier this season. They're the two that we need to focus on, and TNS are still pretty much dominant here. So it's going to be tough to beat them. You can see they want us to be challenging for the Premier League. And then you just want to continue qualifying for the Europa Conference League, where you need to repair the club's financial damage, which is a bit of an issue here. But we will see what is going off. We'll just take a look at the league table from the season just finished. We're only a point behind TNS. So as long as the main core of this team is not leaving, we can challenge next season. You can see here on the past winners, the only team apart from TNS to have won this Welsh League title. Multiple runners-up spots. There's only a couple where they haven't even been in the top three. So this is one of Wales's top teams. And we do need to be challenging TNS. If we just look at the crucial players here, it's a decent sized squad. It is a decent sized squad, but the quality is average. We've got some very, very good players. When you look at obviously Reese Randall and up here, especially Richard Love being the standout one. I played a lot of football this season as well. Some very, very good players at the club. But if you just look at their positions, we've got a lot in similar sort of positions. So we're going to have to probably address the balance of the squad as well. Financial-wise, they're not in bad state at all. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, as the season goes on, that will dip. You can see last season they finished $500,000 in the red. But shall we go and take a look at where we're going to be playing this coming season? So we're going to say goodbye to Slovakia and head on over to Nantpov Stadium in Bangor University, over in the northwestern side of Wales, and this is the Bangor University Stadium. It's so exactly what you expect. We've got a little training pitch there, though. You know, limited car parking spaces. Nice river. The Menai Strait for when we clear them balls over the trees. I imagine we're going to be losing a lot of footballs that way. See what sort of a look we can get. Say it is very, very limited in terms of seating, and you can't quite see over the wall. But this is the entrance into the stadium. So, yeah, it's different. Obviously, if we go on our rankings list, your bins need emptying as well, by the way, peeps. If we go on the ranking list, this is now the worst league left that we have to win. This is one of the bottom. I think this is one of the initial 4 that we opened up as well. So we have come back to Wales. We've got a library nearby, sport and health, exercise sciences. Obviously, this is the university. But it's quite nice, isn't it? It's tucked away. We've got a wildlife trust near to us as well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see how things go in Wales, and we will be here for the first game in charge, which will be that Europa Conference League game. So we're here for our first game in charge of Bangor City. It's the Europa Conference League. We're away against Sabai. And we've got Kinchant in goal, Newton, Randall, Jewett and Harding in the back four, Love and Crane in midfield, Williams, Rebby and Burgess behind Fleming. We were looking for a new goalkeeper. Kinchant is a very, very young goalkeeper. I don't think he's ready to start. But our scouts are just not finding anyone that is either good enough or affordable. So we're going to have to give Kinchant a run. Last season's goalkeeper left for a free to Gateshead before we joined. So that was a huge blow. He was the second highest clean sheet keeping goalkeeper in the league last season. So yeah, it's a massive, massive blow. But let's see what Kinchant can do for us. Maybe he goes out there and, has a little run and proves that he's better than his attributes at the moment. We'll see what happens here in the Europa Conference League. Of course, we don't particularly care too much about this competition. We are in the red as the ball's floated towards back post and Craney heads back across goal and it is cleared out. Harding's going to get to that second ball and that was the end of the highlight there. Harding looping throwing headed forward and Sadiqov, that guy, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce half their names actually, just looking at them, no. Early chance for them as well, so showing that we are going to be exposed as the throw-in is cleared, and it's not cleared very well, and it's put back in by Burgess, and Williams fires home from close range for 1-0 to Bangor City. This was not great at all, and it just pulls across to Williams, who just taps home. It was, in fact, as easy as you can get. It's such a poor clearance. I think he was trying to play the pass to the other gentleman in the box. And obviously that did not quite work out. Long ball downfield, and they've got 3 players forward from goal kicks as well. So we're going to be wary of that. Rebbe. Love over the top for the goal scorer Williams. Can he pull one across? He's fouled. And Hassanov has given away the penalty. Fleming to make it 2-0, and he does. He tucks it in that bottom corner. It is 2-0 to Bangor. 25 minutes into this game, and we are now cruising in this tie. Of course, we're not even a quarter of the way through. It is 2-legged. But it's about as good as you can ask for. To start with, Newton now with the throw-in. Looks for Rebby, who flicks the header on. Header clear. Osabayo going to give us a chance. No, they're not, because Fleming now is inside the area. Pulls it across towards Rebby, who somehow gets there. Williams now. Pulls it across for Fleming. It's a poor effort in the end. It was a tough fall. He probably shouldn't have gone with his right foot. They should have gone with his left. Harding's throwing. Burgess brings it down. Gives it back to Harding. Harding and Craney playing between and Rebbe now gets in on it. I think Craney was offside there. So he didn't go for the ball and Love intercepts. Perhaps not intentionally sort of hit him, but we do have the ball back. It's Randall out for Newton on this near side. Newton bringing it forward into that space. He's not being closed down at all. Great ball to Craney. Ball in for Fleming. Keeper comes, gets nowhere near it, and Jeff Fleming makes it 3-0. And surely, I know we've got a lot of football to play, but surely we're into this second qualifying round now. We look by far the better team in this tie. Good ball in. Keeper gets absolutely nowhere, just sort of dives out of desperation. Gets absolutely nowhere near the ball, and it's a tap-in for Fleming as well. It's his second goal of the game after the penalty. He's on for his hat-trick. Rebbe knocks back to Harding. Craney now. Druitt looks forward and it's headed clear, but we are going to get to that second ball once again. Fleming to Newton. Cuts back, finds Love. Randall tries to switch it out and it's headed back to the goalkeeper. He looks downfield. We should win that header. We do. Williams lays it off to Newton. Fleming central finds Burgess. In for Rebe. Harding. Loads of players in it. But look how many people we've got forward here. Harding stands across up towards Williams. Knocks it back across and Rebe makes it 4-0 in the 40th minute of this game. And yeah, we are just absolutely flying right now. Again, it is a team that we should beat, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But this is comfortable. It's a good performance, and it's going to help the team get used to the tactical style as well, playing in it and playing well. It's 4-0 at halftime. We've only had 4 shots on target, and we've scored all of them. 8 shots in total, 50% shot on target ratio. 50% shots to goal ratio is not bad either. And we have a free kick here. Williams to deliver this towards Fleming for the hat-trick. And it's just over the bar. Huge chance for him there. We will obviously look at making some changes. And we will take off Williams. Let's bring on Calvin Self, who's just signed a new contract, the young lad. Newton can go off for Justin. And let's keep that final sub just for now. 20 minutes to go. Yeah, we're cruising. But can Fleming get the hat-trick? That is now the question. Kinchant picks the ball up. Finds Druitt. Looks out for Self. He's got acres of space there. Can he find a cross in? He can. It's Rebe's header and he's on a brace now. It's a wonderful header from Jens Rebe. He comes out of absolutely nowhere, just gets up above everyone and powers that header home. Self was just uncontested, really. Allowed to put that cross in, and this is just a wonderful header from Rebe. It's 5-0, and we've got 2 players on a brace now. Will either of them get a hat-trick? Can both of them get a hat-trick? That could be the question here. I'm going to go positive, and I'm going to praise them. Goal kick downfield. Druitt wins that header. Love. Out for Houston. In for Self. He's picked up a knock. Finds Fleming. That's surely the hat-trick. It is the hat-trick for Jeff Fleming. It's a great ball in from Self. He has come on and backed himself 2 assists. And I want you to see what the knock is. See if we should take him off. But again, just acre speed. There's absolutely nobody closing us down at all. It's a lovely ball and it's a great volley from Fleming. He's not telling us what it is, the assistant manager. Potential knee injury. We are actually going to take him off. We're going to bring on Dylan Phillips. We're not going to risk the injury. So the sub on is now subbed off. Poor ball, and there is Phillips on it. Can Rebe potentially get his hat-trick here? Houston crosses towards Fleming, header clear for Craney. Acres of space once again. If a Burgess, and Burgess gets in on the act as well. It's 7-0 to Bangor, and this is just, you know, out of this world at this point. I didn't realise there was such a gap between the 2 teams. It's very poor goalkeeping, and it is 7-0 to Bangor. 21 shots, 12 on target. Well, 22 shots, 13 on target, 7 goals. That's about as good as you can ask for your first game in charge of a team. And coming right up next, it's going to be the second leg. Obviously, we're clearly into the next round. So expect a rotated squad for that one. So pretty much fully rotated for this second leg. Curtis in goal, Williams, Barr, Houston and Howarth are the back 4. Phillips and Hewitt in the centre of midfield. Rich, Lewis, Burgess behind Dan Peters. We are comfortably through. There is no point risking picking up injuries or, you know, fatigue. I know it's still pre-season basically, but there's just no point, is there? So... And this is a potential chance for some of these younger lads to come in, get match day experience, and give us, you know, a dilemma going forward. If they come in and play fantastic, then they're going to be in contention as well. Howarth Hewitt hits one, and it's 1-0 after 20 seconds. Harvey Hewitt on his debut, 25-yard, absolute belter. Yeah, 8-0 on aggregate. Burgess pulled it back to Howarth, laid it off for Hewitt, one touch, and curls it round the defender. It's even better from behind the goal. Curls it round the defender, goalkeeper unsighted, and 1-0 on the night, 8-0 on aggregate. I don't really know what more needs to be said. Rich with a corner now. Phillips header off the crossbar and cleared out. It's a wonderful header as well. Now a free kick in a dangerous position. It's Houston. Curls one, and it's just wide. Tries to go back across the goal towards the goalkeeper side, and it's just over the bar. And it almost is like we're playing on full match here. It's just constant highlights. Rich can't find Peters. And I don't know if that was a shot or a pass or what, but it wasn't good. Solotov looks forward, header clear. Lewis to Hewitt. Now out for Burgess. Howarth. Lewis. Knocking it around well. It's Howarth. It's Burgess. It's parried out. It's spilled by the goalkeeper. And Dan Peters taps home. He makes it 2-0. We're going through a low intensity style. We're bringing that back, ladies and gentlemen. And it's too easy, isn't it? Burgess just whipped it in, and it's such poor goalkeeping. It just drops it straight at the feet of Peters. He just taps home. It's 2-0. It's 9-0 on aggregate. And yeah, I don't really know what needs to be said, to be honest with you. It's one of them. I don't even think the fans would be particularly cheering too well. It's that sort of, the sarcastic woo, woo, as Phillips also gets his goal. We're in double figures on aggregate. It's Rich's ball in, it's Phillips' header, and the goalkeeper gets a hand on it, but it's poor goalkeeping once again. It's 3-0. We will praise the team. It's complacency creeping in, as you would sort of expect as well. I mean, it's lovely to see the tactics working, but again, it's one of them. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves because it's clearly a inferior team. As knocking it around the back now after winning the ball. It's 90 seconds before half time. Are they going to get a chance here? Maybe they are. Curls one, and it's over the bar. It's a goal kick. And it's 3-0 at half time, 10-0 on aggregate. Very happy with how things are going. We're going to take off Burgess for Harding because he played in that first game. We'll keep Houston on because he only came on as a sub in the first game, so we'll let him have a bit longer. In fact, we might just leave this 11 out there now, not make any more changes. It's another free kick for us. It's Houston again. Did he get his range in that first? He's hit the bar, it's fallen out to bar. The bar to bar. And he's in the back of the net. He's 4-0. It was a good free kick, to be fair. Had the keeper worrying, and the say just falls out to Bar, who just taps home. 4 shots on target, 4 goals again in this game. Again, I don't really know what to say because we just are so dominant. Are they going to get a goal back? No, they're not, because Curtis puts it wide for a corner. And, a bit of attacking play for Ceballos. Corner comes in and it's cleared out for another corner. Anyone that had a bet on over corners would be excited about this. And don't forget to gamble responsibly if you do, when the fun stops, because we don't endorse gambling here. Rich knocks it down, but only to their player. It's one of them where you can see the drastic change in the tactical styles. We get to that low intensity sort of style, and there's just slow. There's not much happening. Rich on that far side. Pulls it back for Williams. Finds a cross, header clear. Phillips should get to that, and he does. To Lewis, space, and shoots over the bar. And you don't particularly mind them having pot shots like that, especially when, you know, we are so comfortable. You might as well go and have some fun. Let's praise them once again. 10 minutes to go. We're not going to make any more changes unless we get an injury late on. We're just now, well, I'm just now hoping we can just keep a clean sheet. Just see this game out. I say we are so comfortable in this tie anyway. Through ball is intercepted and knocked back to the goalkeeper, Curtis, who looks downfield. And we don't win the second ball. Swift over the top. Keeper comes and gets absolutely nowhere. Such a poor decision from Curtis, and the clean sheet is gone. I don't know why you're grabbing the ball, Parley. It's 11-1 on aggregate. But this decision-making from Curtis is so poor. He didn't need to come for that at all. And he gets absolutely nowhere near that. That's horrendous from Curtis. And it's 4-1 on the night. 11-1 on aggregate. And it's full time. We're comfortably through. I'm going to tell them to not get complacent. And yeah, comfortably through to the next round. That's all you can ask for, really. Disappointed to have conceded that goal at the end. We get FC Midtjylland in the next round, who will be a tough ask to beat. But I think Kim Chan will be our #1 goalkeeper going forward. And episode number 2, we will do Afan Lido on the opening day and the second round of the Welsh Cup. That will be in the next episode. I'll drop it on Monday. So if you enjoyed this, like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. You know what to do by now. Have a great Easter weekend. Happy Easter to everyone. And we'll see you back on Easter Monday. Bye-bye.